Hello, welcome again. From the unmanifest being, the chitta, the universal mind, emerge the states, rajas, tamas and sattva. From these emerge manas, ahankara and buddhi. And from these emerge the different states and aspects and projections when they interact with the positive, negative and neutral minds. So we've been looking at the first aspect, the defender. So that is the state of manas when it interacts with the negative mind. And you found that each aspect also has 3 projections. So from the aspect of the defender, the projections of the soldier, the ombudsman, and the prospector emerge. We looked at the soldier last week, and this week we look at the ombudsman, which is the projection from the first aspect when it's merged with the positive mind. Okay, so for the ombudsman, there's a synchronization meditation, which is very simple. You just sit with a certain mudra and you look between the mudra for 11 to 31 minutes. But let's look at the properties of the ombudsman and how, if it's balanced in your being, then you can manage well, and if it's too strong or too weak, then you might struggle with certain things. So the ombudsman is all about having to deal with an accident or a disruption. So everything needs fixing. So the skill here is to be able to take all the pieces and put them together in a useful way, to work out what you did wrong in the past and to find a way to redo it better. It's about identifying, fixing and making use of the situation. If it's too strong in a person, then they might find that they get distracted by other people's priorities or by opportunities that arise, and they don't stick to their own task at hand. They also might overestimate how much change they can affect. If the positive and negative interlock, then you might get stuck on a solution that you had in the past and try and rework it, but in the wrong situation. So you might either have a solution that won't work or that makes things worse and creates another problem. If it's too weak, then you might get frustrated with your constant attempts to solve problems because you're using solutions in the wrong way, or you don't trust your instincts about the solutions, or you're trying to apply a solution to the wrong problem. You might not see the details that you need to address. So you're constantly fiddling instead of fixing, and you let your efforts drift and become distracted. So when the ombudsman is balanced in a person, then it's an effective, practical, problem-solving machine, action-orientated and learning. You notice enough details to act proportionately, and you know how to take risks to get results. You're confident enough to test those results against external benchmarks. So this is a good skill to have in emergencies and panic situations. The meditation is called the Brahm Mudra Kriya. You sit in easy pose with your fingers tucked in, but your Jupiter finger, first finger and thumb vertical, and the nails of the fingers face you. You hold them at eye level, about 6 inches apart and about a foot, just over a foot from your face. The top of the left finger is about level with the lowest knuckle of your right thumb. You sit tall, you gaze constantly through the space between your hands, and you inhale and exhale deeply. Have your elbows comfortably near your side. Keep the level of the fingers, keep them straight, keep your bandhas and focus on your breath. your heart. Take a deep inhale. Full exhale.